Hi, Revati. Good afternoon. How are you?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Okay. So, Revati, please tell me about yourself.
Good afternoon.
Okay, that's all.
My name is Revati Gopal Shinde. I'm pursuing BSc final year Church College from.
Okay. So, Revati, how much you rate yourself out of 5 in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript?
What, sir? Please.
How much
Say
you
again,
rate? Yes. How much you rate yourself from out of 5 in HTML?
Sir, 5 पैकी 5.
Yes.
Sir, 5.
5 in all HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Yes, sir. I try.
Okay. So, what is HTML?
Sir, HTML is a hypertext markup language. It is used to create a static website.
Static as well as dynamic website, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is CSS?
CSS is a cascading style sheet.
Okay. And what is the use of CSS?
Sir, CSS used to select HTML element and to applying, sir, CSS. Means, sir, we can design, sir, HTML page.
Okay. The look and behavior of the web page is changed by using CSS, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, what is the difference between inline and block element?
Sir, inline element width is always equal to its content. Block element width is always equal to its parent, and we can apply inline CSS. We can apply margin top. We cannot apply margin top and bottom, and block element we can apply margin all 4 sides. Yes, and inline CSS we cannot apply width, and block element we can apply width. Yes, and
Okay, it's fine. So, Revati,
yes.
what is box sizing?
Box sizing it's a calculates the width HTML element.
Okay, and what are their values?
What's the
What are their possible values? Values for box sizing CSS property.
possible values? Sir, one 700 pixel.
No. When you write CSS and you use a box sizing property, then what is the
Yes.
value of that sizing property you write?
Box sizing. Sorry, sir.
Box sizing ही CSS ची property आहे, correct?
Yes, sir.
मग त्या box sizing CSS property चे काय value असतील ना? काय काय value
Yes.
Yes.
Padding.
No.
Margin.
Box sizing has value like border box and content box,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Yes.
What is box model?
Sir, every HTML element is a box. It consists of some properties, sir. Content, margin, padding, and sir, border.
Border. Okay. What is margin and what is padding?
Margin, it is margin. Margin it occupied by HTML element outside its border. and border.
Okay. Space occupied by
Space occupied by outside HTML element. Its
that
border,
is
outside its border, sir.
okay. And what is padding?
Padding, it space between, sir, content and uh, content and sir border.
Okay, very good, perfect. What are the CSS selectors we have? Basic CSS selector.
Selector. Basic CSS selector, sir. Basic class.
Okay.
Tags, ID selector,
Okay. And
and class ID and tags, sir.
yes, class ID tag. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is universal selector?
Universal selector, it selects all HTML element.
Okay. What is meant by descendant selector?
What's that?
What is meant by descendant selector?
Descendant.
Hmm.
No, sir. Sorry.
How to select next immediate sibling in CSS?
Next immediate.
Yes. Which
Sir.
symbol you use?
Plus, sir.
Plus. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
if you want to select all siblings, all next siblings, then which selector or which symbol we use?
It's
Yes.
yeah.
Sorry.
Congruence, like.
That is called tilt.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Tilt symbol. Okay. Very good. What is difference between CSS selector and what is difference between pseudo selector and pseudo class?
Pseudo selector and pseudo class. Sir, pseudo. Yes, sir. Pseudo selector. Pseudo class. It defines, sir. It defines any state of HTML element, and pseudo element. It defines some particular part of the HTML elements.
Okay, very good, perfect. What is a float in CSS?
So float is a property to we have to move the HTML element to left or right.
Okay, and how to nullify the side effects of float?
Side effects.
Suppose I have one div, right? And
Yes,
below that I have a paragraph. And if I apply float left to the div, right? Then paragraph is
yes,
also get floated to the left side, right?
yes, sir. Yes,
How
yes.
to nullify this side effect?
Oh, sir, clear both.
Okay, very good,
We
perfect.
are using, sir, clear both property.
Okay. What are the CSS positions we have?
Yes, position. Sir, two, sir, absolute and sir, relative.
Are you sure we only have two positions?
No, sir, three. And sir, static.
Static. And in HTML5 we got one more position, that is position sticky.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. By default, position of any HTML element is what?
Position.
What is the by default
Sir,
position of
left.
HTML? Yes?
Left, sir. Left.
No. By default, it is a static.
Sorry, sir. I don't understand question.
Okay. So I was asking that what is the by default position of any HTML element? By default position of any
Yes,
HTML
sir.
element is what?
Sir,
Static.
static.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is difference between position absolute and position relative?
Difference.
When we apply position relative and when we apply position absolute?
Sir, relative. Sir, relative.
Mhm.
Position we apply, sir. Child, sir. For example,
Mhm.
when we add, sir. Uh, when we add a new child, we apply, sir, absolute position to see new child.
No, I am asking when we apply position relative and position absolute, right? Suppose I have one child due and I want to move that due from its original position to some other new position, right? Then I will apply position
Right.
absolute to that due, and I will apply position relative to the its parent or the element with respect to I am moving that child due, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Actually, sir, I can't explain, sir.
Okay. Okay. You understand, but you are not able to explain.
Yes, sir. I understand, but I can't explain, sir.
What are the headings we have? If I want to create a heading in HTML, what are the tags we have for that?
Sir,
Hello.
all
Yes.
text, sir.
Heading. To create
Sir.
heading.
Sir, head, sir.
Yes. Head. Yes, but head.
Head tag. Yes.
Do we have head tag, head element, or any other element to create heading?
Sir, title
No.
and link.
If you want to create heading in HTML, we use H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, or H6, right? These
Yes,
are
sir.
these are the 6 heading tags. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is difference between display none and visibility hidden?
Display.
Hmm.
Sir, can't. So display none means, sir. When, sir, when some, sir, we apply some property. Sir, we are deleting.
Yes, yes. Please explain. Yeah, you are right.
Sir, when, sir, we apply some CSS property, when in output, we don't saying other to this property. We apply, sir, display none, and when we apply some property, sir, only this property not seen, but it's, sir.
Okay. When we apply display none, that HTML element will be removed from the view, right? And
Yes,
it
sir, remove. Yes, yes.
and it disturb the structure of the our website, right? Or our div brand.
Website, sir. Yes.
But when we
Yes.
apply visibility hidden, then that element
Yes,
is always there. The just thing is
yes,
that
sir.
that element is not visible
Only,
to
sir,
user.
not visible to user.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So, what are the basic 2D animations we have in CSS 3? 2D animations.
2D animation.
2D animations method.
So, sir, explain sir animation method.
Uh, uh,
Some sir hints, sir.
so okay. Next question. What is transition property in CSS?
Transition property.
Hmm.
Sir,
So what is transition property in CSS? Like suppose the state of any HTML element is get changes, right? And we want to
yes, sir.
introduce some time between that two state. We use transition, right?
Yes.
Suppose we have a button whose background color is orange, and after a while its background color is got changed into white, right? So
Yes.
we introduce time between these two states by using transition property. Okay.
Yes.
So what are the data types we have in JavaScript?
Sir, two.
Yes.
A primitive and non-primitive.
Okay. And in primitive and in non-primitive, what we have?
Sir, primitive data types are string number, uh, boolean, and undefined, uh, uh, not defined, and null,
No.
sir.
Not defined is a not data type.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Not defined is a error. It is not a data type, right? And in non-primitive,
Okay, sir.
in non-primitive, what we
In
have?
non-primitive, array and
Object, functions.
array, object, and functions, sir.
Okay, very good. What is the difference between primitive and non-primitive?
So that holds value, and non-primitive data type holds reference.
Okay, very good. What is hoisting?
Sir, hosting is the by default behavior of all declarations on the top of the scope, sir.
All
Not
declarations.
not this values.
All declarations.
Moving, sir.
Yes, all declarations
Moving
moves.
top of the scope.
Yes, very good.
Top of the scope.
Okay, and only declarations get shifted. What about value?
Yes, sir. No, not sir. Value not.
Value not got shifted. Okay, very good. What is different? What is difference between
Yes.
undefined and not defined?
Sir, undefined, we can declare the property, but not assign the value. And not defined, we don't declare the property,
Yes. Undefined means we have declared property, but we have not assigned value.
but not assign value, sir.
And not defined means we have not declared property.
Not defined means we can not declare property.
Okay. So what is function?
Function, it is the block of code. It is the block of code to perform
A specific task.
to perform a specific task, and its purpose is reusability.
Yes. Okay, very good. What is this keyword?
This keyword.
Hmm.
This keyword, sir, always, sir, okay,
Correct.
target, sir. Next,
Yes, you are
it's
absolutely right. Yes.
sir, it's the nearest, closest object, sir.
Closest parent object. Right?
Closest parent object.
Yes, very good. Perfect. So, what is scope?
Scope. Scope is, sir. Scope is availability and accessibility of the variable, sir.
of the declaration.
Yes, sir. Declaration.
Okay, very good. What are the scopes we have in JavaScript?
Scope, sir. Mm.
We have two scopes, global scope and functional scope.
Yes, sir. Global scope and functional scope.
So what is object?
Object. So,
Yes, yes.
so I can't explain it.
Okay, just try to explain.
Sir, how I explain? I don't think so.
Yes. What is object?
Sir, object is a, sir, we can store sir, multiple data and information in the form of sir, key and value.
Okay, very good. And then what is array?
Array, sir. We can store sir, multiple data, values, and sir, information in the form on the basis of sir, index number.
Index number. Very good. So how to iterate array?
What's
Okay. Suppose.
sir? Please, sir.
Okay, I have pass a statement in chat section. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What will the output of that?
Sir, 10 true 10.
10 to 10. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Can you copy that and spare your screen and console it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, new file.
No, just use the file which we have.
Yes, sir.
Don't create new file.
Sir,
Use any app.js file which you have or you can run immediately.
okay, sir.
Okay. Variable x is equal to 10 plus true plus 10 and console
Yes,
that
sir.
x. Don't create multiple variables. Use single variable and
Single
write
variable.
and console it.
Yes, sir.
Remove that x. Remove that x now. You have declared sum, na?
Yes, sir. एक मिनट sir. Sir,
Okay. Okay. What is the output? It is 21.
yes sir.
Right? What happened? The Boolean value true is get converted into number. Right?
Numbers.
Yes.
Yes.
And why this has happened?
Because this conditional statement addition.
No. The Boolean is converted into number. What is called as?
No, sir.
What?
Number, sir.
Okay.
Concatenation.
Concatenation, not concatenation. It's called as quotient.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
What is quotient?
Quotient. It convert to one data type to another data type.
Okay, very good.
So screen stop.
Yeah, sure. Okay. What is object methods and what is object properties?
Object method.
Hmm.
Object method.
Okay. When we store function in a object key, right? Then that key is called as method. And when we store any data apart from function, then that key is called as property.
Property.
Okay, very good.
Sir, screen full.
Yeah, you can stop screen share. Yes. Okay, Revati. So Revati, I have done from my side. Do you have any question for me?
No, sir.
Okay, Revati. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.